Hello everyone, my name is Kevin, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about what's going to be happening on the channel going forward. As you guys can probably tell, I still have yet to actually record, god damn it, any content for the channel, gaming wise. Jesus, this thing is just, my fucking camera stand is such a mess sometimes. But, as you guys can probably see from the lack of content on the channel, I haven't actually recorded anything recently. Now, I'm going to be getting back to recording soon. I've had some home chores to do and haven't really had the time to record. I've also been just kind of enjoying playing video games on my own. Recording kind of took a lot of that free time out of my day that I got to enjoy playing video games, just to enjoy playing video games rather than recording. I'm going to have a new upload schedule up here for myself since my laptop is still kind of on the fritz and I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna work again. I might just have to get a new laptop, which is kind of the plan. I just need to get to the point where I have the money to get a new laptop. So I'll have a physical upload schedule that I can change and tweak as I need to, rather than having something that is legitimately on there. Also, if you guys are wondering, man, is this crooked? Hold up. Is my phone... is my stand crooked? I honestly can't tell if my stand's crooked right now. I think my stand is a little crooked, because while that is crooked, it is not as crooked as it looks in this video, as far as I know. Give me a sec, guys. I think my stand might just be crooked. I'll fix it later. I'm not really too worried about it. If it's crooked, it's crooked. It's not that big of a deal. So, what have I been playing, though, recently? Because I'm sure you guys are curious as to what I've actually been playing rather than recording. Well, for starters, I've been playing a lot of LEGO Marvel Super Heroes today. I'm trying to get that platinum worked on. Just Cause 3 I've been working on. I actually got a trophy on that today. Proud of myself for that one. I've been working through a lot of challenges to get to that platinum. Fallout 4 I've been working on pretty heavily. That one's going to take some time, though, because that game is a slog of fucking work. I have very little trophies to go in that game. It's just going to take a lot of time. I have to do a full playthrough of the game to get through the entire endings. So that's going to be a bit. I have to do some Nuka World DLC stuff and then some Far Harbor DLC stuff. I'm nearly done. So the trophies I have left for that are I have to kill 40 Nuka World creatures while under the effect of a Nuka Mix. I have to kill 30 Far Harbor creatures. I have to get 100,000 tickets to the Nuka-Cade, and then I just have to finish like the last 2 missions for the Railroad as well as the Institute, which I can do in a single playthrough utilizing saves properly. So that shouldn't be too hard. I've also been working on, like I said, LEGO Marvel Super Heroes. I'm very not far through that game, but it is a very enjoyable game. I've always enjoyed LEGO games, so I have no issue with this. This is going to be very fun. There's a few other games that I've already platinumed or 100%ed recently. If they do not have a platinum, I will be talking about those in a separate video. I'll talk more on that in a minute. I will be doing the review today for the pay-per-view, which granted is just literally talking about who won and who lost with me and Jesse, since I can't do a full review because I have nothing to write with. I'm not writing pen and paper. I told myself I would not do reviews like that anymore. My hand started, literally I could not feel my hand some days because of how much I had to write for pay-per-views. So I told myself I'm not writing on, my level says my thing's level. I have no idea why that looks so crooked. I'll fix that in a minute. Make it look better. But yeah, I told myself I was not going to write freehand with a pen and paper anymore. It just hurt my hand too much. I could not do it anymore. Laptop is so much nicer. I just have no way of writing because my laptop's broken. Been working a little bit on Far Cry 4 here and there. I've taken a small break from Assassin's Creed. I think I'm going to be jumping back into that very soon, probably with Syndicate. I think will be the next one I go for. Get through that as quick as possible, and then work through Rogue, and then the Ezio trilogy. And I think the only ones I have to do on here left are Origins, Odyssey, and the Chronicles trilogy. And I think I'm done with Assassin's Creed that I can play on PS4. Oh wait, and Valhalla. I don't think I said Valhalla. Odyssey, Origins, Valhalla, and the Chronicles trilogy after Ezio, Rogue, and Syndicate. I think those are all the games that I can play on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 games. I think if I counted that right. I've been working through my backlog a lot. I actually have a list of backlog games, as well as the Assassin's Creed games are on there as well, and Far Cry 5. Far Cry Primal are both on there, even though I haven't started those. They are in my list of what I want to get done. I have a few new games that are physical. I picked the Far Cry Primal, Chernobylite, and Minecraft Story Mode, which is really fun. I'm going to try to work towards getting Rocket League, Days Gone, and Minecraft to 100%, which are not going to be easy. I do want to try to have every platinum I have be at 100%. That is kind of the big goal, is every platinum I have on my account is at 100%. It's not super easy. Obviously, Jesse and I will be streaming again very soon. I think this Friday or Saturday we'll be streaming. I know Friday we're going to watch Thor Love and Thunder. I think that night we'll be playing 2K. Either that or Saturday night or sometime Saturday we'll be playing 2K. The hope is to get to the second pay-per-view in our schedule. So the first stream we wanted to get to our Money in the Bank, but we were both exhausted, so we just said, okay, we'll stop here. We'll stop here for now and continue later. The second stream's goal is going to be getting us through Money in the Bank, hopefully to our second pay-per-views for each of us, and then maybe go a little bit close to the third pay-per-view for me and him. Get close to that point. I don't know if we'll play all of that all the way up to that. I don't know if we'll get all the way up to that, but hopefully we can get to our third pay-per-views. Because we've been very behind. I think I still want to do Championship Scramble. I have to talk with Jesse about that tonight and see if he still wants to do it. And if he does, we'll figure out championships, and then we'll bulk record like 4 or 5, 6 or so episodes and try to do that. I don't know if I'm going to continue My Rise. I've talked about Hitman 3. I'm not doing that anymore. Cyberpunk and Dying Light 2 are going to continue. I'm reworking my schedule to make it a little bit easier for me to stay on top of it. So this is kind of a break time for me. Like I'm legitimately trying to work on the schedule and figure out the best way to do everything, as well as give myself a little bit of time to kind of relax and focus on my mental health a little bit, which has been very nice. It's why I've just been kind of enjoying playing video games rather than focusing so much on the channel, because I do want to take the time for myself rather than take a lot of time and push myself to do things and make content when I'm not 100%. It's been a blast. Streaming has been a lot of fun. Trophy hunting with you guys watching has been awesome. If you guys don't know, I've been streaming here and there every so often. I want to try to start announcing when I'm going to stream. Would you guys be interested in me doing a Discord server for the channel? And every time I do a stream, you guys, I post in there, and you guys know from before I even start it. I can do polls and shit like that too. Let me know down in the comments, as I know my channel started to grow a little bit as I've been streaming, which has been fun and terrifying at the same time. Not gonna lie. God, that is really bugging me. It looks so much worse in this than it does in person. Like, looking at it like this does not look that bad, but looking at it like this, it looks extremely fucking crooked. It bothers the hell out of me. I need to fix that here very fast. I'm just gonna just here. I'll turn this so I can stand, or I can sit in front of it so it doesn't bother me as much. I still have some more cleaning to do over this way of the room, so I can actually. Let me scooch over real quick so I'm more centered. It's bothering me that I'm not centered on screen. I'll look right up at my controller. I have more cleaning to do before the actual spot where I'm going to be recording is set up. I have to get something as like a backdrop behind me, so that way it's not so messy looking. You can't see into the mess that is the closet in this room, because we've kind of just thrown a shitload of stuff in there to get it out of the way, more or less. I'm trying to think of what else. I do want to do more VR streams. That's been very fun. I haven't actually played VR in a couple weeks. I needed a break. The last time I played VR, I was playing The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and for whatever reason, when I'm sitting down, that game does not like to track me properly, and it fucks my hands up in the game. So I just stand, and my legs got so fucking tired playing that game that I was like, okay, I just kind of need a small break from VR for a bit, because I don't know if every game's like that. Inpatient works fine. Rush of Blood worked fine sitting down, and the first time I played it, Saints and Sinners worked fine sitting down. After that, it didn't want to work anymore properly. Iron Man VR, a game you'd think you'd be standing for, works completely fine when you sit down. Do not understand why Saints and Sinners does not want to work when I'm sitting down. but it is the one game I wish would work when I'm sitting down, because it is so fucking difficult to play that game and stand with how much you have to do in that game, and my legs just got so tired. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about. Oh, right. What's going to be coming on this channel later in the future? I know, obviously, every year around July, June-ish, I tend to try to do like a recap of the year and talk about what's coming next. I really don't know. The recap of the year was a lot of breaks for me for the channel recently, in this year, which I think was needed. I focused so heavily when I started this channel, like 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018 even. I focused so heavily on doing as much content as quick as possible and really just trying to get as much on here as I could, and consistently doing it and recording all the time and uploading all the time, and it burned me out. It really did. It burned me out consistently. I didn't take as much care of myself as I should have. I focused a lot more on the channel than my own mental and physical health, and I think this year has kind of been my year to just take a step back and focus on myself a little bit and actually try to make sure that I'm taking care of myself as well as taking care of the channel and doing content on the channel. And that was really needed and really nice to kind of just stop for a little bit and not worry so much about not getting content up and more worry about myself for a bit. I think I really needed it, and it's been amazing to be able to take that time for myself for a little bit and actually focus on myself for a bit more than I normally would. But I do want to get back into the channel very soon, so coming up in the schedule for this year, I don't fully know what I'm going to be putting on the channel. I know God of War Ragnarok comes out in November, and I plan to put that on the channel. Obviously, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales, which just started. We have Dying Light 2, which is still ongoing. Cyberpunk, which is still ongoing. Hold up. Let me go into my... I have a folder on here specifically for YouTube. Let me go to that real quick. Ark is on... Ark Season 1 is done, so that's... actually can probably be moved to a different folder for the time being until I decide to put more content of that game on here, which might not happen for a long time. Come on. My PS4 is taking forever. This is what I get for having a very old PS4. Hitman 3 is no longer going to be having content on the channel, as I just don't enjoy it as much. I don't enjoy making the content. I enjoy the game, I just don't enjoy making content for it. That's what that boiled down to. For those of you wondering, by the way, it boiled down to not really enjoying playing the game because of doing content. While I still enjoy the game immensely and still love playing it, I don't find myself enjoying making content for it, and that was a big thing for me. Is I didn't want to sit here and make content on games that I wasn't enjoying anymore, and I told myself I wasn't going to do that anymore, and I found myself every time I recorded for Hitman 3, I just didn't enjoy it. And when I started realizing I wasn't enjoying the game was when I was like, okay, I can't keep doing content for this game. Because I still want to enjoy the game. I want to enjoy playing the game, and I want to platinum the game. But if I can't enjoy content creation for the game, I'm not going to enjoy the game very long. I actually haven't touched it in a couple weeks either. Like, I legitimately just haven't wanted to play it. And I want to try it out in VR and see how that plays. So that'd be kind of fun. Fucking spider. What else? I do want to give a full room tour of this area once it's all set up and ready to go. I have to reorganize. Shocking, I know, guys. I've bought a lot of pop figures this year. I have to reorganize the shelf again. This will be, I think, the 9th or 10th iteration I've done on this shelf since I bought it. Either I keep getting more pop figures and I just don't know how to organize them, or I just don't like the way it looks. I actually have somebody who's knocked over. One of the Young Bucks was knocked over. I didn't notice that until just now. I have a lot of reorganization to do for it and make it look nice again. Because it's a fucking clusterfuck right now. I have to figure out how I want... Initially, if you guys don't know, by the way, the way I had this done was Initially, it was sci-fi on one shelf, DC, Marvel, random assortment was kind of the way I had it set up. I kind of tried to break everything down in a specific thing. Like, there was gaming, there was DC, there was Marvel, there was sci-fi, and then there's just kind of a random assortment of other shit on one of the shelves. And then, like, the bottom shelf was just, like, boxes from, like, not Loot Crate, but, like, headsets and controllers and shit like that, which are all now in the closet in this room. I have a multitude of games down on that shelf now that are going to be staying there. That is what that bottom shelf is going to be used for now. It is 360, Xbox, and PS2 games, and then PSP games. That's all that's down there. It's just cases for those to make it look nicer and have some sort of semblance. And then there's cars down there too, because I don't know where I want to put those yet. I do want to get a second shelf, which actually I might just do soon and have that be what's next to the shelf I currently have, if I can afford to find if I can find a cheap enough shelf, and have that there, and make that look somewhat nice and have a little bit more room for all of this. I hope once Jesse and I can find an apartment, because we are looking for an apartment. That's the other big life thing I want to talk about. Jesse and I are looking for an apartment right now. Hopefully we'll find one that we like soon. And we can rent that for about a year, and then from there figure out where we want to go from there. Right now, renting is definitely the better option, and we're trying to find a place to rent right now that fits what we want for our needs and everything like that. No matter what, I know some stuff's not going to be able to be brought there, which is unfortunate. There's a lot of stuff that either we'll put in storage or we'll have to leave here with my grandmother, since I think she's staying here. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time trying to figure everything out with that. But yeah, so when we go there, I know I want to do more setup for that and make it look nicer and have like a big nice setup area for everything to look beautiful and pretty and stuff like that. Yeah. Trying to think of what else to say. I don't know. Why do you guys watch this channel? But God of War Ragnarok is going to be coming this year. I thought about doing Chernobylite on the channel, but I have a desire to just play the game on my own and get through it. I've thought about doing another Prison Architect series, but again, it's a game that I enjoy playing and enjoy watching, but I don't enjoy making content on anymore, for a multitude of reasons. I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is the first year I haven't had a huge thought out plan. And maybe it's because I lost my job. Maybe it's because I don't have as much income now, and currently have no easy way to just say, oh yeah, this is definitely what's going to happen, because I know for sure I'm getting all these things. I don't know what I'm getting yet, man. I don't know where this year's going to go for me. And I haven't really taken the time to think what I want to put on the channel and what could be coming on the channel. I just haven't. This has been my year to kind of focus on myself, I guess, and I just, like, it's not like I haven't focused on the channel. I'm still focusing on the channel. I still love doing the channel. I don't know. I wanted to take time to think things through, and I've been taking a lot of time trying to figure things out. And it's been needed, and it's been great. I feel happier now than I have in a long time. So, the hope is very soon I'll have an idea of what I want to put on the channel for the year. But right now, I don't know. I will do a new Nerd Haul video soon. I will go through every pop figure I have in that Nerd Haul video. I'm going to get this room cleaned up the rest of the way, and we'll go through every pop figure I have and where I got it and all that stuff, and a bunch of the other figures and random shit that's in this room that I didn't cover in the first video. It's kind of the hope. We'll go through, maybe we'll go through the stack of games too. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to go through all the pop figures I have and all that. And maybe that's what I'll do, is when I go to reorganize the shelf, I'll go through all that stuff as well. Because that could be kind of fun. Go through all that stuff while I'm reorganizing my shelf. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay golden. Peace.